Commentary for the MMS Touring Car Cup race of the Netherlands presented to you by Kai, Ja and Toby.
Hello and welcome to the round 2 of the Touring Car Cup for the race of the Netherlands at the amazing Zandvoort circuit. This circuit is one of the hilliest in the world and also one of the most exciting to drive. Anyways, with that, onto the grid with Kai.
Yes, just give me a second. Here we go. So, on pole position, unbelievably, we have Samuel Hutchinson for the Venturian Mercedes team. He puts his Class 3 Mercedes on pole position, showing amazing and blistering pace. Joining him in the front row and first row of the grid is James Simons, the man really quick in that Nissan of his. Then we have Connor, Johnson, Andretti, Mirandola, Miller, De Jong, Glezos, Harvey, Johnson, Flynn, Aguirre, Van Laren, Rakus, Keith, Ambrose, Terhune, again destroyed by his teammate, Witt, Kowalski, Davies, McCormick, Great, Baumgarten, not a horrible qualifying session, Brown, Chernyankov, Keith, Mears, Gyron, Gabor, Amberger, Faulkner, Bishop and Voda rounds off the grid. Right, let's get to the lights then. On board with Hutchinson in the Mercedes. Here we go, the 4 red lights are coming on. Lights out and away we go, and it's a pretty good start from Hutchinson. The Nissans don't seem to get the best grip as Carl Connor passes his teammate on the start, and will it be a move down inside? Let's look at the background there. I think that was Glezos making a move, trying to make it free wide into turn 1. That's never going to work around Zandvoort, as everyone passes cleanly. Amberger's engine does not blow into turn 1, so already progress made by the driver. There's now we're gonna see that's Johnson down inside of corner into I believe that's turn 3 or turn 2. I'm not sure. Probably is turn 3, as now Johnson's still gonna try to make something here. Tony Andretti, previous race winner, side by side of Mario Miranda. They rub scrub doors with each other. They're still side by side, and Andretti on the outside. Beautiful move. How is this still alive? It's not supposed to be. Anyway, Simons tries to make a move down inside of Hutchinson, and look at this driving. Simons is into the lead in his Nissan.
And you cut out?
Nissan here, let's see, that's a good job from here. Now Connor trying to defend from Johnson, and now Andretti down inside of Johnson. More scrubbing of the... there we go. More scrubbing of the doors as Andretti is still side by side with Mirandola this time, and I think Mirandola's got a position. Yes, he does. The Volvo goes behind as that's Glezos down inside of Miller. In Formula 1 I've seen a lot of mistakes done here while making a move, and I think we will see some more today. Miller still side by side with Glezos, not anymore now. Johnson, beautiful launch in his Holden car. He's going to get the move onto Miller and gets himself up into P9. There we go. Rakus and Terhune battling. Rakus a bit of a worse qualifying session in the Rover Vitesse. We also can see Ambrose in the obviously top 15 point system. Pretty good start from them. Aguirre, some sort of Ambrose overtakes him as now Rakus gets Terhune on the run, so good job from him. In the background you have seen the escort class here, as there's a move from Andrew Keefe, the man who debuted in FJ a few hours ago, and Terhune and Ambrose. There's a move from Ambrose, and I think Ambrose is going to get him. Not so sure though. I think on the acceleration Terhune is going to have the outside line advantage. No, Ambrose sends it in his BMW 635C something. There's the wheel from my car, don't worry. Don't think too much about it, as the two Nissans have now taken the lead. Kyle Connor has passed Samuel Hutchinson, and it's a Nissan and Material Racing 1 and 2. Andretti still behind Johnson. Tamer de Jong actually driving quite well here, right behind the American driver and race winner from the race of Britain. Here we go, down inside goes Tamer de Jong. This is his home Grand Prix, and this might actually be a better home Grand Prix than in F1 it was for him. Down inside he also goes off Johnson, and I think that Alfa Romeo is going to be up into P5. Yes it is, but a major lockup from, and I'm going to go free wide into this long left hand, and it is a move from de Jong. Now Andretti also sneaks to the inside, Glezos to the outside. Johnson has been swarmed by also Josh Flynn, so this is horrible news for Johnson, great news for everybody else. Alright, The battle's still continuing there. Both of the Zaxby's now making a move. There's a bit of contact between Glezos and Andretti. Andretti goes off circuit, and he rejoins into Jumps, and he's still off circuit, bumping around cars and walls. There's a free wide moment between Harvey, Johnson and Johnston, and Andretti finally rejoins behind Miller and Van Laren. He makes the move on Van Laren, but it didn't work, and I believe Van Laren might get a position in his hold on VL, as there is a car out of the race. Oh no, it's John Voda. He was leading the escort class by a mile as well. How on earth has he pulled that gap? Oh, brake failure. Oh.
That must be scary.
That must be scary. Faulkner and Amberger now. Korstein, I think, will dominate the escort class this season. Here we go, they're gonna still go side by side. And yeah, Faulkner's got it. This is the slowest class ever. As Hutchinson has actually been has passed Simons. No idea how they had such a gap. Either Simons must have made some sort of a mistake, because it's abnormal for him to be so far behind. But we can tell that the Nissans and the Mercedes cars are. Oh yeah, Simons made a mistake here. Corner overtook him, and I think that was some sort of a power cut for Simons, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, guys, what do you think of this race so far? Because I've been talking for too long. Maybe let's start with Jar.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of overtaking. Of course, because of no DTR being present in these touring cars, so we see a lot of close racing too, as we can now see with Andretti and Keith going side by side. And I'm really enjoying this. How about you, Toby?
It's been good.
I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, as you said, very good, clean racing. I mean, yes, I think it was Tony Andretti who went off.
Yeah, he has a lot of damage, as you can see, to the car on the sides and the front.
Bit unlucky. He's gonna probably be going back. I don't know. Don't hold me credit for that. Sorry, I'll quickly do a bit of commentary. Never mind. Don't need to.
Yeah, we can see Harvey now making a move. Both of the, I believe those are high ground motorsport cars in the Holdens, fighting each other, making the great wall of high ground here, blocking Andretti and Miller. Keith, I am really surprised to see that Toyota Supra so high up the order, as Harvey is chasing down Josh Flynn up the order. We can see Mirandola defending. Hutchinson has taken the lead from Kyle Connor, and the pole sitter is back in the lead. It's really surprising to see that Mercedes, that Class 3 Mercedes here, be one of the more dominant forces. Obviously, the classes aren't judged by pace, as there's a bit of a mistake from Glezos. I think he misshifted it here, and there we go, De Jong is passed. Not just yet, but it seems that, obviously that it doesn't seem, classes here aren't judged by pace, but Class 3 seems to be really having an upper hand here, with how quick their cars are. Connor now might pop a move, not yet, he's just going behind. None of the Skylines making moves, in fact. Nobody really is making moves. Drivers driving cleanly here, no aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Actually now, Harvey to the outside, and no Flynn. Side by side of Johnson. These drivers are really hectic here, swapping positions left, right and center. Yeah, but nothing really happening. There we go, actually down inside. And sorry to cut in there, Toby.
No, it's fine.
Johnson seems to be slower, as he has damage on the right front, I think.
Yeah, he had damages, and I'm just looking at the classes. Bishop has a massive lead over Faulkner and Amberger, and we can see the Toyotas here, Garber and Mies, battling for a position in their class. I don't think it's for points though. Then you have Kim Baumgarten is just unbelievably slow. He's dropped down the order even more. Another class 4 car, Callum Davies, in the Mustang, not really doing too well. Up the order we can see more class 4 cars, and we are back to the top, as though we have Van Laren and Johnson still battling with themselves and the two Korsteiner BMW M3s. Miller to the inside, Johnson tries to cover the outside, and well, that's it. No further action just yet. Yeah, actually, look at this. I think Miller made a bit of a mistake, maybe a misshift, because she lost so much pace on the main straight, and no moves. Then actually Yaku's very suddenly down the inside of Miller and the Rover Vitesse, the RBM from Tokelau. Beautiful Tokelau livery, just a flag of the country. And not through. Actually, Yaku's is being mugged here by both Miller, Keith, Taehyun as well. Actually, no, Taehyun is behind him, but still, being mugged is the correct term. Mirandola is catching up. Kona is right here, battling for the lead with Hutchinson.
Very nice deliveries in this series, though, that has to be said.
They're really close right now. Corner to try and
Definitely.
move into one of the corners.
The next corner could be a move, but it's a very hard move to pull off, as it's very long. I mean, we could see him, but if he does it, it will be a very nice move.
Yeah.
As you know? Okay.
No, but I mean, obviously, in round 1 in Donington, we have seen that the Nissans have amazing traction out of corners. Here we go. Kyle Connor doesn't think much of it. He's making the move onto Hutchinson. Didn't really work. No, actually, here he goes.
Never mind.
Comes back. And the move is done on Mirandola, Hutchinson's teammate, to the outside of him. And oh, that's a lock-up from De Jong. That is a move and a half, as now Mirandola has everything in his teammate. But look at this. On board with Tamer De Jong. That is a De Jong-esque move. He really is suited in these cars. Let's go.
Yes, it does suit his driving style. Because he's an extremely aggressive driver and he does very audacious moves.
And he really forces his way through.
Yeah, a lot of contact here, locking the tires.
Brilliant from the Dutch F1 driver, has to be said.
Yep, I mean, this is his home Grand Prix, so he really has something to show here.
That De Jong livery is probably my favourite one.
Yeah, that Alfa Romeo looks beautiful.
I like the blue, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's this kind of navy blue, and that, but the dream might end. Simons to the inside of De Jong. No contact. As we will lose Ja for a moment, but it's fine. Happens to the best of us. As now,
Might I add, that Nissan is so long.
it is long. There's a lot of long cars. There's a variety of cars with different like drivetrains and all that. You have long cars, then you have the escorts, which are literally soap boxes.
I know.
Keith
Escorts
to
are
the
brilliant.
inside of Chernyankov. Keith onto the two wheels. That's how light that car is. And then again we have Bishop just dominating that class. I don't know what he's on, but this is an
He's got
amazing gap.
like a 9-second gap.
Yeah, he has a 9-second gap to other cars in his class. As Kyle Connor has a somewhat comfortable lead at the moment. Two of the Venturi Mercedes cars battling. Then De Jong still ahead of Simons. Great driving. I have to say, great driving from De Jong.
Definitely.
I'm looking... Oh, this is a nice camera angle.
That's a really nice one.
As he's now slipstreaming him. No moves just yet. Simon seems to really find his pace in touring cars. In FJ, he's accident prone, not the quickest, but in touring cars, which is the case with a lot of drivers. Now Hutchinson to the inside of his teammate. The two Venturi Mercedes cars battling. And I think this is Hutchinson's position, but look at De Jong out of nowhere. De Jong is gonna battle for the podium here. And he's got him.
No, he's not.
He
Sorry,
didn't get Hutchinson, but he got Miranda, and now Simons as well tries to do something. Didn't quite work. But this is amazing. Like, as I said, a lot of drivers find their pace in touring cars. Like Tamer De Jong, he undoubtedly is quick in Formula 1, but in Formula 1 you need a quick car as well to show results. And in touring cars, the major thing, obviously the cars matter, there is no doubt about that, but the driver skill is a bit more out there. If you look at for example Kyle Connor or James Simons, it shows that the cars help them a bit, but they really have pace here, and that's all. Speaking of Simons, there he is side by side now with Miranda, and the sheer pace of that Nissan is enough to put them, and Johnson as well. Miranda might have had an engine power cut or something because he's been mugged by two cars, but obviously they are faster than him. As now De Jong is very close to the back of Hutchinson, on board with the beautiful Alfa Romeo of Racing Team De Jong. Yeah, I believe. Anyways, to the outside, Tamer De Jong. Is he going to pull that move off onto Hutchinson? Not yet. But still some great racing. Then we have Flynn. The two High Ground Motorsports actually finally having a good race. The previous one was a bit oofy for them.
Yeah, very unlucky. I mean, the Holden seems to be doing much better and might be suiting the circuit a bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, might I add, I think I saw on, I think Johnson's car that
Yeah,
he's got a
he
bit of damage.
has a few dents. Like on the right side, you can tell that he has a lot of damage. Now Mirandola thinks of making a move onto him. Speaking of making a move, there is the move for the lead. Hutchinson and Tamer Young sending it onto Kyle Connor, and Kyle Connor has lost the lead. Yes, he does, but does he lose P2 as well? Yes, he does lose P2 as well, and we have 2 Class 3 cars, 1 and 2. As
That's
Kyle
amazing.
Connor is slipstreaming De Jong, and I think there will be a move. No, De Jong goes very defensive here. He's blocking those cars. He ain't gonna be overtaken that easily, he says. So, beautiful, beautiful driving. This is what you want from touring cars. This is the
Yes,
aggression
definitely.
we missed in round 1. And it's back. As here we go now. We can see Kowalski trying to send in on Aguirre here. And does it work? No, Aguirre squeezes through. Actually, not yet. It's still side by side. Great racing. And the move is done. No, they're still side by side. They're still side by side. And I think they're still side by side. And Aguirre finally gets him on the outside line. Baumgarten is finally coming back with his pace. To be fair though, I'm surprised how close Class 2 is. Because in Donington they were so spread out. As spread out really as the escorts on board. With Luciana Amberger slipstreaming James Faulkner. I mean, slipstream. It's not like the escorts have any arrow on them.
I mean, that's the beauty of the escort class.
Yeah, it's
general,
literally
actually.
a stock. It's literally a stock series, right? Like a stock
they just-
class. They don't
they just-
upgrade.
I mean, yeah, you're right. So.
What do you want to say? No, I cut into you and...
I was actually going to say they're probably very similar to like the road cars. They should probably just add a roll cage in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. And to be honest, now we have seen Kyle Connor making the Tamer the youngest move, locking up, but no, Hutchinson comes back. Will Kyle Connor hold it on the outside line? No, Hutchinson keeps actually. Connor finds some space and he's ahead of Hutchinson. And there we go, the Nissan is back into the lead. As we have a massive train here building up for the lead. No moves just yet. Mirandola is just seeking some opportunity here. He's, I believe, the championship leader in Class 3. And he's in P3 in overall standings. As, well, James Simons is slowly catching up. We've seen that in round 1 as well. Simons losing some pace on the first laps. Like the first half of the race and then coming back. Fastest lap at the moment, Connor Johnson again. As it was in round 1, is now on board Tamer Young here. Down inside of Samuel Hutchinson, not able to make the move, but you know who's able to make the move? Connor Johnson squeezing through Mario Mirandola. And he gets the move done, I believe so. Mirandola doesn't get any good traction, and Mirandola actually still might pull a move down inside of Johnson. That would be a very aggressive move. No, but manages to gain time on him. Good driving. Harvey has joined this battle, and oh boy, Harvey wants some vengeance for what happened in Donington with, you know, her gearbox breaking, then her teammates' gearbox breaking as well. So Korsteiner in Class 3 really needs some vengeance for what happened to them in Donington. As there we go, there's a move from James Simons onto Mario Mirandola, but Mirandola just fights back with the outside line, but Simons doesn't care, and he's going to dive it down inside, and they might actually dive it down the inside of Johnson as well, but no, and Mirandola also fights back, and there's just everyone putting moves everywhere. I think that's also Glesos making a move on to Harvey. Simons to the outside of Mirandola, and he gets the Italian driver, not yet, but he got him now. Johnson is trying to get Connor as De Jong is trying to chase down Hutchinson, who's in the lead. No retirements just yet. Donington is way worse for failures. As here we go, Flynn just dives down inside of Harvey. He does not care, but Harvey comes back at him with a better line. They're going to exit side by side from that corner. And look at Tony Andretti, your championship leader currently, having a horrible race in that Volvo. And that's not it. Harvey is going to probably come back here, but Andretti has the lead as Jat is back.
Hello.
Mitch Johnson's actually looking quite close to turning the back of Isabel V.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Johnson doing so well. I mean, the hold then definitely helps him.
He's trying it down the inside.
I don't think that's gonna work. Harvey will have the outside line. And yeah, there we go. Johnson, I mean, he's ahead of Harvey now. Oh, that's an engine. Oh, Taehyun is out. Taehyun is out.
Oh, that's annoying.
Engine blown in the car of the Korean driver.
That's a lot of smoke.
Yeah. McCormick now is going to be promoted to P20. Baumgarten is chasing him down. Back up the order. Johnson still battling. This time a different Korsteiner of Miller, as he dropped behind Harvey and Miller. Tony Andretti trying to overtake Josh Flynn, trying to do his best to keep the championship lead, but I don't think it will happen. Harvey to the inside of Andretti, not making a move just yet. Will she come back? No. Actually, yes, she does. That's a very late move. Maybe some argy-bargy, no, but definitely a lock-up and a lot of smoke from the tire. That's not good enough. Miller, her teammate, dives her, but nothing happens here. Back to the front, there's a massive battle for the lead, and De Jong has been mugged on the straight by both of the Nissans. I don't know what happened there. Connor sent it to the outside. De Jong defended in his style, but yeah, the Nissans are just bad on the acceleration and everything else. So De Jong had to give up.
I mean, they're in a different class, we have to remember.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, Class 3 is better than most of Class 4.
Yeah, true, I guess. Not I guess. No, yes.
This is not like the class rating in endurance. This is completely different. With Class 1 being the slowest as well, which is confusing, but we'll get used to it.
I mean, they pulled that Nissan sandwich though, Nissan combo.
Yeah. Speaking of a Nissan, there's a Nissan challenging for the lead again. Oh boy. Oh, here we go, Carl corner. Amazing traction out of corner, which we have seen in Donington. There we go, to the inside. They're going to go side by side. Hutchinson with the inside line. I think it's a bit better, and he gets the position still in his hands. Teimeriog now with amazing traction, but the acceleration of the Nissan is just so powerful. You cannot rival it. De Jong. Yeah. Is that going to be a move from Carl Connor? No, not yet, but he's really hungry for that lead. No failures yet. Raku's in 14th, blah blah blah. Baumgarten still behind McCormick. McCormick is so fast in Class 2, it's insane. Well, to be fair, he has like a 10-second gap to his teammate. No, sorry, he has an 10-second gap to his teammate and an 8-second gap to the next car in his class, which is just how, oh my days, oh mama.
Oh, it's a 5, 6 car, 7 car battle at this point, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is one big battle as now Glezos tried to get Simons, couldn't really do it. And Simons dropped down and look at this. Connor locked up, Connor locks up, Connor is off. Oh, then I think Connor spins, yes he does. Does he keep it? Yes he does. What happened to the Nissans? Were the Nissans just slowing down, or was there an incident? No, they were just slowing, they were just slow. That is not good. Carl Connor very sliding. I think there might be some issues with the tires, possibly, because he's losing traction.
For Nissan.
Yeah, obviously Material Racing, amazing debut. Oh yeah, he locks up as well, gets grass on his tires and spins.
As the Alfa Romeo gets through.
Yep, Taemir back into P2. And we don't. Yeah, and we don't even have a Class 4 car on the podium. It's all dominated by Class 3. That is something else.
It seems like Class 3 really suits this track.
Yeah. The only car that really isn't here is the BMW M3. So Korsteiner will be mugged no matter if they finish in the points or not, which is a shame. Here we go. That is Simons down inside. Glezos hits into corner. Everybody hits into each other. This is the bump and run, and we've been asking for this. Is a what? Wait. 6, 8, I think 9 car battle for P4. Glezos gets the move. Simons to the outside of his teammate. That's a beautiful move from the Material Racing driver. And oh my days, everybody's making moves. It's nearly 3 wide there as Miller tries to overtake Harvey. Flynn is trying to defend from Johnson. Johnson gets the better line. They're going to go side by side for obviously Johnson with a better car in the RS. Ford Cosworth Sierra RS. Got it. Good car, very good car, but the driver seems to struggle a bit with it. Probably as we go further into the season it will get better for them. Everyone is joining this battle. We even have a BMW of Roman Ambrose in this battle. There we go, Flynn down inside of Johnson.
This is a huge battle right here.
And we
see
have
this very
Tony
often.
Andretti down inside of one of his championship rivals, Kyle Connor. Flynn keeps Harvey behind us. Harvey has overtaken Johnson. Van Laren to the outside of Johnson. Everyone is battling. Van Laren gets Johnson. Johnson is dropping down now. Rakus might get another position up into... get another position for himself. Yeah, he got him. Miller is dropping. No, wait, you didn't get... I'm blind. Anyways. Johnson now to the inside of Miller. Johnson has dropped down a bit behind his teammate. Is there a bit of contact between Ambrose and Miller? And look at this, now it's Marcos Aguirre out of nowhere in the Simtech Tech 3 Toyota team. Pushing himself up to points possibly, as now Ambrose dives down inside of Miller. They're going to go side by side through the final corner. I think this is the position for Miller to take, but obviously Ambrose is an inferior BMW, but still can show a lot of fighting spirit here. Up the order, is there any battles for the lead? Yes, there is, and actually Tamer de Jong takes the lead in his home Grand Prix. Amazing driving from the Dutch driver, but I don't think it will last long. Samuel Hutchinson has a different thing to say about it. Oh, there's a bit of contact between these two now. Hutchinson is really getting eager to overtake the Dutch driver. He is not liking a sight of a car ahead of him.
De Jong surely won't let that lead go away that easily. He surely wants to win his own Grand Prix.
Yeah,
Of course,
oh,
everyone
that's a very interesting line there from Hutchinson. He went onto the grass. He's trying to get the traction on any way possible. He's just trying to get ahead of the Young, no matter what it takes. Whatever it takes, whatever the cost is, Hutchinson is going to pay it. There he goes to the inside of the Young. Will he get the Dutch driver here? Yes, he does. And I think next corner he's going to finalize the move. Yes, he does. And look at this. Look at, I think, yeah, that's Simons now to the inside of the Young, but he makes a bit of a mistake. No, he gets the traction done, and he's up into P2. Hutchinson sends a bit wide, and that allows the Young back into P2, and he now brake checks Glezos mid-corner, and Glezos now gets the traction done. A horrible German Grand Prix for him, but now at least he's able to fight for a nice podium in the Dutch Grand Prix in TCC. As here we go, De Jong is now behind him, and now let's see, that is a defensive move from Simons, because Miranda was getting closer and closer to him, and Simons is really struggling to get the pace in my opinion.
Yeah, then this will start dropping back, both of them.
Timon de Jong lost a lot of pace this lap. Not
Well-
pace, no. Positions.
Yeah, but I mean, you do have to take in mind he's in a slower class in theory, and still to be in that position in that car is amazing. Hutchinson is just flying away here. I don't think anyone will even touch him until the pit stop winner goes. Here we go, Simon to the inside of De Jong. De Jong just outbrakes him. He doesn't care. And now Mirandola to the outside of Simons, and Mirandola is through. The Nissans, despite their pace, despite the traction, are dropping.
I think
that's
there's
very
some contact
risky.
between thing.
Oh,
I mean-
De Jong goes down inside of Glezos.
Yeah, but now we
And
go,
then
and
we do it.
Mirandola also tries something, didn't work.
Simon's now passing Mirandola.
You can just tell how much faster the Nissans are. That is a move to the outside from Kyle Connor. Yes, it is a bit of contact, which you should be getting used to in touring cars. Doesn't get a move just yet, and obviously Miranda has the inside line. So does Tony Andretti, who's trying to salvage his championship lead here. Really. As there we go, Andretti now double overtake. And Simon's just losing positions now. Kyle Connor will pass him.
Oh,
Matteo...
No, wait, no, my mistake.
Yep.
De Jong, I want to say he's catching Hutchinson now.
Yeah, De Jong, I mean, it is his home Grand Prix. He has won it in Season 3 of Formula 1. He seems to really like it, so we should be seeing, we should be getting used to those performances from Tamer de Jong, especially in this series in TCC. Johnson just stuck behind him. We have Rakus now making a move up into P11. And Miller also trying to do something. Ambrose, oh, that's a punt from Johnson. Rakus nearly gets spun out by the high ground motorsports cars. Now Johnson and Rakus side by side, and I think Rakus is going to dive it, and he gets the position. A lot of naughty driving from these guys, but you know, happens. Kyle Connor now very close to Tony Andretti, being stuck
And I
behind cars in the Nissan seems to be really hard, because they are quick, but the straights are too short for them to get the pace done. As though we have a move from Johnson onto Rakuzi, he's going to come back. Van Laren also defending from Ambrose, and Johnson gets mugged by 2 cars. That's not what you want to do, mate. And his teammate might actually overtake him as well. No. The pack is closing up now. Kowalski and Aguirre are back in this battle. Let's check the other classes. Then we have the 2 Nabiev cars. Actually 4 Nabiev cars. Hamburger is still stuck behind Faulkner. Like,
Have they actually done a move on each other?
31 place. 31st place. Like, sure, but
they haven't made. I don't think it's possible to overtake in the classes now. Tamer de Jong battling for the lead with Hutchinson. Tamer de Jong now might have it on the inside. Yes, he will.
on the inside.
Pushes himself through that. Oh! Nearly spins it. He's going to be side by side into the next corner. Oh dear. This is some amazing racing.
Brilliant.
Also, we still haven't been lapping the escorts, which is not good.
I mean, we're coming up to it.
Yeah, but still, it's not looking like we're gonna get them.
I mean, the last race was at Donington National, and Donington is a very short circuit, so... I mean,
Yeah, but, you know... It's not like the escorts are quick, though.
yeah, I see what you mean.
Actually, Glazos tries to make a move to the inside of Damon de Jong now.
Yeah, Hutchinson now has 2 cars in his mirrors. He's gonna try everything to defend that lead. So
Let's
De Jong and Peters
see.
really look forward to overtaking him as De Jong goes for the dive.
And he gets him.
He did.
Not bad from Timon de Jong. That's a great move.
Epic dive bomb right there.
Yeah, but Hutchinson's coming back immediately to the inside, and Hutchinson, does he get him? Not yet. They're still side by side. Amazing driving from these two for the battle for the lead. Mirandola has now joined this battle, and Hutchinson still side by side of De Jong. This is an amazing battle. Does Hutchinson get it? No, they bump into each other. A lot of contact. Now De Jong gets some better traction. They're still side by side. Oh my days, this is some beautiful driving. They're gonna be still side by side in that corner. Does Hutchinson clear De Jong? Yes, he does. And De Jong is pitting.
De Jong might be trying to get on an alternate strategy to maybe undercut
Yeah,
them.
so the pit stop window is open. I'm just checking if it's a gearbox failure. It isn't. And oh my days, it's a nearly triple over there. Glazos got dive bombed by like 3 cars here. Andretti, no, but 2 cars, sorry. Andretti and Simons, and yeah, he's just been mugged now.
They're really rubbing against each other, though.
Yeah, and De Jong has taken the lead. I mean, this is
De
touring
Jong.
cars. You have to rub. Rubbing is racing in touring cars because the cars can take a beating. That's the case.
And that wouldn't be the case in F1, for example.
Yeah. Or FJ for that matter.
Any Formula Series in that matter, to be honest.
Yeah.
If we had
Yeah.
this much rubbing, we'd have wings pieces on every corner.
Yeah,
And my theory is, I think De Jong might be trying to undercut, so he gets clear, so he clears Hutchinson completely.
yeah.
I mean,
Because-
from experience in MMS, we've seen a lot more overcuts work.
Oh, Hutchinson slipstreaming De Jong, using any bit of slipstream he could to get an advantage over Mirandola. So this is interesting. But look at this, look at Simons, look at the power of the Nissan. He's pitting in this lap. So the pit window is truly open. Miranda is pitting in as well. Hutchinson is in as well. Andretti, Glazos is not pitting. Connor is pitting. Johnson is also pitting. Ambrose is pitting, he's low on fuel, same with Aguirre. Van Laren is low on fuel, but he's not pitting. Kowalski, same thing as Van Laren. Then we have Witt and Keefe, same thing as Van Laren, and then it's clean. Taking the only car in the pit lane. Obviously these cars will pit later because they have more fuel capacity. Because, well, they're not going quickly.
I mean, it could be a smart move from Timon de Jong, as we've seen from history that the pits can be a very hectic place.
Yep.
Especially
Obviously-
as pits,
Especially at
Not very
Zandvoort
good.
with a lot of cars in the pit lane, as he will exit comfortably in 29th, which is last, because I'm not counting the escorts.
I mean, the escorts haven't even come like that much. The leading escort isn't even close.
Yeah, that's the case, but, well, what can you do? As now, Flynn to the inside. Oh, that's a massive lockup from Flynn, destroying the tires. But he's got the position Harvey, though, to the outside, and Harvey does get Flynn.
Good move from Harvey there, round the
Yeah, but
outside.
she is low on fuel, so they have to be wary here. As the two Mercedes, the Venturia Mercedes cars, sorry, are going to come into the pits now. Is there any moves here? Not yet, not now. Actually, Johnson to the inside of Johnson, bumps into Johnson, and there's, oh dear, that's a lot of contact between three cars here, but nothing happens. No one is out, no one has spun out, only bodywork damage to the cars. Johnson's car is seriously beaten up. Look at the front of that car.
Yeah, that's just mental.
Jesus Christ.
And he's still in 10th, so though he has been losing a lot of positions.
Yes, here we go. A lot of cars into the pits. Now my question is, where will Hutchinson exit the pit lane? Will it be ahead of Tamer de Jong or not? Because the pit stops are long here. So
Johnson might take a little longer because he might want to fix the damage, maybe.
I don't
I'm not
think he
sure.
will. I don't think he will want to do that. Here we go. Hutchinson is dropped off. Now he's just being fueled. As some of the... Oh, he's off. Oh my days. He's off. Way miles ahead of Tamer de Jong. Oh my god.
A 20-second faster.
There's
50
Tamer de Jong back in
Oh dear, that's a bump into Davies. Where even is Tamer de Jong in all this? There he is.
Tamer de Jong had a 40-second pit stop, while Hutchinson only had a 20-second pit stop. Which makes me wonder, they are pretty much on different strategies. Timon might be going to the end.
Yeah,
while
the
Hutchinson
Timon
might be
is.
doing a two-stop.
Taman also got dumped by Carl Connor here, so this is not good at all for him. This is horrible news. Again, we will see the Mustangs. I think this is because of the fuel tank capacity. Pit as the last team, as Baumgartner is trying to pass him, not really working. To the front though, there's a battle. There's a battle for P2 here. Raku's not pitting, Flynn not pitting, Harvey is pitting. Raku's a bit into Flynn, so this is interesting. The Rover Vitesse, not the best car. It dominated the early 1980s, like I believe till 1983 in touring cars, and then it became too old. But yeah, Glezos coming into the pits, also beating up Zach Speed, but less than his teammate, as Faulkner was about to be lapped. As someone is definitely out, and I believe, yep, Luciana Hamburger is out. And it was a mechanical failure. I just want to check what happened.
So, the Korstein is the only cars in the escort class right now.
Yep. Again, as I'm gonna have to quickly link the German Grand Prix from, so just be patient, guys. Time management in MMS looks like this. Give me a second. Here we go. Okay, that's done there. So let's get back to the race. Oh wait, Raku's still not pitting. This is a worrying sign. He's low on fuel. I think RBM, with their risky strategy of basically wanting to win this race, might have just killed Raku's. Flynn is coming in, so he's obviously saving a lot of cars in the pits again. Sorry for that.
I'm gonna remind you, in F1, Mondragon ran out of fuel, so I don't know. The same could happen to Rakus if he doesn't get to the pits in time.
Yep.
Wait, is McCormick leading class 2?
Yeah, obviously. Also, Dad, could you tag people for the premiere of Formula Junior? Ah, there is a car out, and it's not who you think it is. It's Tamer de Jong! No!
Oh no!
Oh, and De Jong is out! What happened to him? Is it
I
like
think
a
this is his second... Oh, brake failure. Brake failure. I don't believe this. Such a good race, and Tamer de Jong's race is over.
Oh, the Dutchman will be furious with Alpha.
With Alpha and his father, Johan de Jong cannot be happy about it, and look at this. Johnson has been destroyed. My strategy, he's behind some of the Korsteiners here. He's behind his teammate, he's behind Mirandola, behind Andretti. This is not what he wanted. Like, this is Hutchinson's race. Or Rakus's race, if he's lucky, but I don't think his pit stop will be short. But he's not coming in yet, so Rakus just has another lap of just trying to pace himself out and maybe extend the gap, which is very unlikely. Dead, could you attack again, like with like 5 minutes to go? I can't do it. Literally, we're doing a race here. Okay, Toodles, thank you. Toodles will do it. You don't have to do it, ungrateful prick. Anyways, again, Raku's doing the Mirandala strategy here, or was it Hutchinson? I don't know. One of the Vettoria Mercedes cars. Oh no, he's out of fuel.
Oh, God.
Raku's. No, that's a brake failure. I think that's a brake failure for Raku's. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that looked like a brake failure.
That's a brake failure. He has no brakes. So Raku's, not even because of fuel, he just loses brakes.
That's a scary turn 1.
Yeah, but yeah, Hutchinson has definitely won this race. 4 laps to go. Yellow flags, of course. Bishop has been lapped.
Hutchinson kind of got this race win gifted by Timon's brakes.
Well, not really, because Tamer de Jong was just behind him anyways. Nothing would have happened unless de Jong would have unleashed, like, I don't know, a third engine in his car.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of cars in the pits again. Miranda Jesus, I nearly glitched. The game froze and I got a heart attack. Johnson and Harvey now side by side, and that's it. Miller and Johnson fighting, nothing happening here. Just
so if you
yet.
look at P2, it seems like oh wait, has Witt hit it yet?
Vitt is pitting though, Vitt is pitting, that's the case.
Oh, okay, so yeah, Hutchinson has the lead.
7
quite
seconds
some time.
over Connor, but the thing is, oh, Connor is stuck behind a escort. Escort!
God.
Escort! The power of the escort! And he gets past him.
Oh, the Escort, the Majestic. It's so quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
the poor escorts.
I mean that class is it's theoretically the most competitive class. Everyone is equal.
It's the most
just that-
majestic class.
Yeah, it's just that the reliability is worse than a Peugeot car.
Yes.
Hutchinson, I think he will do the same thing here. Slipstreaming the Orlan at the exit of the pits, trying to gain any time. Yep.
Yeah, Witt has a bit of rear end damage, as we can see.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
little bit is that's a lot.
that's
He
an
got some
understatement.
bumps.
And
No,
Hutchinson
Connor
laps
is
another car, and it's Faulkner.
Connor, I think he's only 3 seconds behind now.
As
So
Bishop.
maybe we could see a last lap battle.
You know what? I think we will. I have to agree with you here.
Hmm.
Oh dear, Miranda is now being overtaken by Johnson as Rakus is now finally falling behind the lapped cars in the retirements. As Gyron dives to the pits. On board with Miller. Miller is losing out on straights. I think this is why Korsteiner, the Class 3 team have been really nowhere this race. Well, I say nowhere. They haven't really been so far up the order as you would assume. It's because the M3 isn't really, too fast on the straights. But here we go, Harvey now to the inside of Glezos. Beautiful move. And she is up into P5.
Great move there.
Yeah, it seems that reliability isn't so harsh on the drivers like it was in Donington, so at least we have that.
As Con is still chasing down Hutchinson in any hope of actually trying to get the lead from him.
I mean, it will be obvious that he will catch up because, without any cars ahead, the Nissans are very quick. Here we go, there he is already
Yeah,
within
look
1
at
second.
that. Hutchinson now
Hutchinson.
I can see him in his mirrors. And he's looking as aggressive as ever, trying to get that race win.
Driver's eye with Connor.
He's trying to go for a dive, though he's closing up a lot now. Could he try to move?
He's gonna get him on the straight, I think.
Yeah, look at the power. Look at the sheer power of the Nissan here.
The raw speed.
This is what the long boy gets. Hutchinson actually fights back on the brakes. Connor is surprised, he nearly loses the car. Hutchinson, the mad American. Oh my god, he's still there. They're gonna go side by side. Connor surely has the position. No, Hutchinson to the outside and nearly touch again. Hutchinson's still there. This is beautiful. Hutchinson again out brakes Kyle Connor here. Hutchinson has some amazing brakes in that Mercedes, and he's still ahead of the Mercedes, but he's low on fuel. 2 laps to go, and Hutchinson has an issue. He's low on fuel. Oh no. Have Venturi and Mercedes messed up their strategy?
I mean, we saw Rackers surviving like 4 laps or
Yeah.
something with being low on fuel, and he only DNF because of brakes. So he maybe could coast his way home. We don't know yet though.
I
Yeah.
personally don't think he's gonna get the win though, like the overall win.
But now he
As-
has 2 problems. Not only Connor. Sorry, Toby. He's also low on fuel, so it's looking even more unlikely for him to win.
I see we go
Oh,
at
no, no.
Korsteiner, lapping a Korsteiner.
Toby, what did you want to say?
I personally think that they tried too hard to get themselves ahead of time, and that they
Yeah.
just fueled a little bit too little. So now he can't push as hard as the
Yeah, but they got surprised by timing.
Connor.
With
I mean,
DNF'd.
Corner has lost time here actually. The gap is now more than a second, so Hutchinson, I think, is doing a smarter thing here. Obviously he's not pushing, but I don't think Connor is pushing as well. I think Connor has lifted off in like the final sector here to save some fuel. Because here we go, we're entering the final lap here.
I think he's gonna go all out in the last lap.
Yeah. Look,
So we
no,
could
the
see a
gap is
last lap overtake.
the gap is 1.6. Hutchinson is not pitting. The final lap has been started, and Samuel Hutchinson might just surprise everyone here. Andretti is just comfortably in P3, but he has Simons to worry about here. Then you have Harvey, Glezos, Mirandola, Flynn, Johnson, Miller, Johnson, Ambrose with an amazing drive for the BMW Team Z. Just now Van Laren down the inside of Aguirre. Nothing can see. Henry J. Brown is about to score points. He's actually better than McCormick at the moment. Where is McCormick actually? McCormick has been murdered in the pit stop window. Oh, and he has been murdered by that curb. So the winner at the moment of Class 2 will be Henry J. Brown, which is a surprise to say the least. As we're going to see now Van Laren down inside of Aguirre. No, Aguirre outbreaks him in the Toyota Supra. And he keeps his P13 at the moment. Down the order we go. And that is Davies passing Jaren. I mean, this is a different class. Orlan Racing,
I think Connor's catching up to Hutchinson again.
he is very close. It's gonna again go down in the final sector here. Is he gonna get him on the line?
Will we see another side-by-side finish like we did in Formula Junior today?
Possibly, I don't know. Let's see Hutchinson now. Connor to the inside of Hutchinson. That does not work. He's very close, though, very close to hitting into the side of the Mercedes. Is he gonna get him onto the exit? Not yet, but I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a side-by-side finish. Look at the slipstream. Look at the pace of Carl Connor here. I think he's gonna get him. Not yet, not now, but he's very close. It's gonna be very close. I think he's gonna be down to the line here. Carl Connor,
Yeah,
Samuel
and this
Hutchinson.
speed.
The Nissan definitely has the speed. Here we go. To the line. He pulls to the inside, but I think he pulled out too late. I know. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him. Hutchinson wins. Hutchinson wins. Hutchinson wins. Hutchinson
What
wins.
was the gap?
What was that gap? And this time for the win.
Oh,
Who was
let
it?
me hold it on the line for you. There is no gap.
Go back. The line.
Oh my.
Hutchinson. Just about.
That is tight.
Holy crap. That's the closest finish I've personally ever seen.
Anyways, back then we have Andretti, and Simons was not able. So Tony Andretti, I believe he will keep his lead in the overall championship. Then you have Simons, Harvey, Korsteiner finally scored points. Toodles, you can tag for the FJ race again, saying 10 minutes. Glezos, Mirandola, Flynn is going to be ahead of Jarmson. Great drive from at least one of the racing team there. Then we have Miller, Johnson, Ambrose is going to score some points for BMW Teams H. Overall, once again, good drive from these guys. Aguirre then, Van Maren, and Henry J. Brown is going to hold off Kowalski for some points for the Simtech 14. Then we're going to have Great Keith, Baumgarten, Witt, Chernyankov, McCormick, Gabor, Mears, Davies, Jaren and Keith. Actually, Keith is catching up to Jaren, and we might have another finish very close between a few cars, but I don't think it will happen here. Actually, he's catching up to him. He's catching up to him. This might be crucial for the class points. Let's see, he's catching up on the straight. Oh my days. Oh my god, he's gonna get him on the line, I think. Oh, he's supposed to the inside, but not enough. And Keith does not get Jiren on the line.
Did you see that speed he had? He
Yeah.
catched up like Jesus.
And fastest lap goes to
Right.
James Simons. Right, so what a race we had.
As you can see, the gap
2,000 of a
thousands, man.
Jesus Christ.
That's the closest finish I've ever seen.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Aguirre stopped on the track, he's so low on fuel.
Yeah,
I mean, but he still has finished.
Chernikov as well, but Jesus Christ.
What a race.
What a race. So, should we even ask for driver of the day?
I think it's obvious who's the driver of the day.
Okay, no. Tony Andretti is a strong contender, okay? Hear me out. He was down the order, and he came back up to P3. But Samuel Hutchinson, the drive he got us today, I mean, unbelievable, unbelievable.
I mean, he nearly got his wins just about. I mean, he just won by nothing. He won by nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Rakus did retire because of fuel.
Yeah, so Rackers is out
Yeah. But anyways.
on lap 19.
Yep.
You noticed that.
I think it will be classified. It's 80% there, so.
I mean, no, we did notice that, but we thought it was brakes, so it's our fault in that.
I mean, it looked like brakes, so we are excused. And
Yes.
Rakus is classified as the only retirement because Tamer de Jong retired a bit too low, I believe.
I feel
Anyways,
really bad for Timon de Jong though. He should
Yeah.
have gotten so much better.
anyways, where are we going next week? I mean, next week, next race.
Let me check. As I am
quickly,
the
we're about to start
signature-
FJ and like.
Yeah. We are going to Lausitzring.
Oh yes, that will
So
be.
So we have 2 races at the Lausitzring. That
Yeah.
should be good.
The Formula Junior race was very exciting, with a lot of crashes too.
So that will be an interesting race.
I'm
Right.
guessing that's it from me.
That's it from me as well. See you next time in the German Grand Prix and the German 85. Be sure to be safe, remember to wear your seatbelt, hydrate yourself, and remember to sanitize your hands as well. Bye bye.